Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at the weekly challenges that we got that starts today, Tuesday, August 26th. It goes to next Tuesday, September the 2nd, 2025. Let's take a look at this week's weekly challenges and see what we get. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out. I get different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas. That way there if you're a brand spanking new player to the game, if you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, this particular daily, weekly challenge is giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome with the great comments and tips, which are greatly appreciated. If you do wonder why I have slightly more score than you, take a look at the top right hand corner of the screen. I have a 25% boost. Of course, I claimed that right off the current Season 21 Season Pass on 3 pages. A 5%, 10%, additional 10%. You can claim that by being a Fallout First member or by paying the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. Now, talking about that, this is the very last week of the current Season 21 Season Pass, so just an FYI, this coming Tuesday, September the 2nd, 2025. It's hard to believe how fast these days are going. Get not only our brand new update, we'll also have brand new Season 22 Season Pass. So basically, you'll come across folks talking, and even including myself from back in the day, where basically if you don't utilize your tickets don't get transferred over to the next season. Now that is still true. However, now what happens is if you have whatever remaining tickets you have, when you go to the next season, what happens is the game will automatically convert them with whatever equation they use and give you the gold bullion. Alright, so just an FYI, that's been a change maybe since the last Glow of the Ghoul update, so just a little bit of information there. Usually for Tuesdays, I recommend using a score booster drink, as we not only have our dailies and our weeklies, so I recommend using a score booster drink if you're, close to getting that to that rank 100 or that rank 150 if you really need to get there. But again, this is the last week, but if you do use a score booster drink, it'll give you an extra 25% or 24 hours on top of the boost that you may already have. Alright, so we do have our work cut out for us here, quite something. Collect Purified Water 25. So at different ways we can get Purified Water here in the game. Basically, you can find Purified Water just kind of laying around randomly, but as I said, it's totally random. And sometimes it spawns in, and sometimes it doesn't spawn in, alright? So what I usually recommend to people for this one here is to go to other players' camps, okay? Because there's an unwritten rule here in the game. If it's not locked up, it's good to go. So everyone knows if they have their camp, if they want it locked up, they'll lock it up. But if it's not locked up, free for all. So usually in all my camps, right near my vendor area, I do have water collectors. I have water coolers that people can kind of collect from. And they can grab their water that way. And I know a lot of other people will do the same thing. So these vintage versions are the ones we get from opening up the festive gifts during Christmas time. If you ever see this for sale in a player's vendor, highly recommend it. It collects 2 purified water while you play the game, and they're nice and small. You can actually kind of stack them on top. I have a couple camps where I actually kind of show that. The other variation of that, of course, is the Enclave water cooler. So if we go to our build menu here, go to the water tab. We have the Enclave water coolers. We get this one here in Season 19 Season Pass. I just did a little video on this guy, and I compared it to the vintage water collector there. But same exact thing. They'll passively collect 2 purified water while they play the game. Now, as you can see, he's a little bit taller, so you actually can't stack these on top of each other. But again, they're very nice and pleasant to look at. Now, of course, if you don't have either or, we do have these water purifiers here in the game. You actually get these very early on in the game. When you reach level 20, start following the Overseer's missions, and by completing those little missions, those little quests, you actually get these very early on, like right after level 20. They do need a lot of requirements to build, quite a bit of power to run, but again, this is all you have, it's all you have, and this is all I have for the longest time until I was able to get my hands on that vintage water cooler about 2.5 years ago or so. But this one here is 2, 3, and 5, I believe is the way it goes. And I actually still see people who utilize those old-fashioned ones in their camps. Alright, so let's go ahead here. We're going to collect right out of these ones here. If you're a person like myself that has multiple camps, just go around to each one and just kind of collect from each one. But as you can see, I try to keep them unlocked for people who are kind of passing by. I think we'll be just short of a couple, but that's fine. We can always kind of come back and collect as we kind of go along here. Let's see what's next here, Jim. Alright, collect soap 14. So I actually made a video a couple months ago on some great soap locations. It is all time stamped. Now, soap is one of those items where we have a weekly challenge. Everyone and their dog are going out because we have all the same challenges, okay? And I can sense the frustration sometimes in the comments from some folks who are maybe new to the game. Maybe they don't understand that you have the server hop, okay? If you go around to these locations that I show you, or other YouTubers show you for that matter, you have the server hop, because if you're on public servers, you go to these locations, they can be cleaned right out. Server after server after server. You just gotta take your time, take a little step away, go back into it, and you'll eventually get on a server where you can get some soap, okay? So again, you can check out that video if you so wish, but usually most bathrooms, we can get soap off of Ghouls. So yeah, so a couple great spots for some soap. Of course, the best spot is the skeleton in the bathtub. You go over Gorge Bridge East, it's due south, right in this location. It's an unmarked location, skeleton in the bathtub. There's 21 bars of soap there. And the problem is you get people on servers, they just take everything. They take everything and then they'll sell it in their vendor. So it's something else you gotta keep an eye out for. Darling Sister's Lab, out behind one of the buildings, there's a red wheelbarrow. There's about 7 bars of soap inside there. And right over here, down here at the White Spring Mall, we have the spa. Again, it's free fast travel once when you discover it, but go down to the spa in the mall. There's a bunch of soap down there as well, right? So we usually go out to the skeleton in the bathtub, but let's go down to the mall here. We'll do something a little bit different. We're going to go right down to the mall and use the north entrance. Now, if you accidentally use the other entrance, that is fine. Just walk down the stairs to get to the mall. Adds 5 seconds on to your time. It's really not a big deal. So we're going to head right down here to the spa area. Right in here. We get some bars of soap, so we're just going to take these bad boys here. And again, if you have extra time, you can go after some ghouls if you so wish. Ghouls are a good source of soap. I'm not saying every ghoul will have soap on them, but I have seen it quite frequently. Ghouls will have soap on them. We're probably going to clean this place out, but I'm on a private server, so I'm not too concerned about that. I recommend just kind of, oh, look at that. 3 adhesive, nice. I recommend going to each one of these little rooms here. There might be a bar or 2 around. You might come across bathrooms and around the wasteland. They'll have bars of soap as well. And around the Garahan estates, like those big buildings. Again, a little bit higher level area, but you can definitely find soap in those areas. So that was, how many soap? 7 soap there alone. So we just need 7 more. So let's go up here to good old Darling Sister's Lab. I'm just showing you the 2 best in behind the skeleton in the bathtub, because everyone and their dog goes after the skeleton in the bathtub. And I get a lot of comments from people who are extremely frustrated. So we're going to go this way. Now there's going to be a couple of these floaters here, which is fine. We're going to head out here. This is what I recommend. So we have this truck here. Try to get your sneak on. Right behind this building right here with this big archery, whatchamacallit. There's a bunch of soap in here, okay? So there's 7 of them. And we'll just take them all because we're on this server by ourselves and we're getting attacked. There we go. Collect soap, just like that. Huh? Oh, we're still in danger. He's being bad. He's being bad. Ah. Burp. Alright. Still in danger. Alright, see what's next here. I'm a tanky build, so I'm not too concerned about it. Alright, let's go to the next one here. You know, let's just go back to our camp. And we'll take a look at the next one from down there. We'll set ourselves up for that next challenge. We'll get ourselves out of this sticky situation. These 2 little floaters. I feel like sparing them today. Yeah. Yeah. You guys are like, yeah, whatever, Jim. Cripple an enemy 30 for 30 done. We're still going to look at that here, though. Alright. Let's put this gun away. Let's see what's next here. Scrap junk to produce adhesive 15. Alright, so adhesive is a junk item, in which we can use the bulk and scrap method at any tinker's workbench here in the game. So we'll go up here and go craft. Go to bulk. Look at that, bulk 1 adhesive. You're going to need 10 excess adhesive and 2 plastic, so you will need to bulk a couple of them, okay? You go ahead, you bulk your couple of adhesive, and then you scrap it. Hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. Also for the folks that are kind of short on time, if you like to get things done quick and easy, the bulk and scrap method is definitely where it's at here in the game. Definitely a lot faster. Again, we do have, if you're looking for adhesive in general, again, we talk about during the Atomic Shop update. This is actually in the Atomic Shop right now in the bundled. It's a tree sap collector. It'll passively collect 10 excess adhesive, because adhesive is one of those junk items you think you have a lot of until you start, you know, modifying your armor and repairing it and crafting this and crafting it. Then you realize you're out. You're just like, wow, where'd all the adhesive go? And this is a great little camp resource to have in your camp for that excess adhesive. Anglers are a good source of adhesive as well if you go after some anglers. Ballistic tape or military grade tape will have a lot of adhesive in it as well. We can find 3 rolls upstairs by the Tinker's Workbench here in Clancy Manor. And right here is about 2 or 3 rolls here at Camp McClintock. Alright, so you can try that out if you so wish. If you come down here to Mount Blair Train Yard, if you spawn in BattleBot, that event, very easy one to do. Inside that little bunker, once the doors fly open, there's quite a bit of bulk packs of duct tape in there. That gives you quite a bit of adhesive there as well, so you can try that as well. Alright, so let's go after some ballistic, or military grade duct tape, I should say. We'll pop up here to Clancy Manor here real quick, just so I can show you that. We're not going to bother with the enemies. I'm just going to kind of fly in there to show you exactly where it is you have to go to get it, because it can get very hairy in here with all these cultists. So we're going to head right upstairs in this house here. Alright, we're going to go. We can go through the main door if you like. Let's go to the main door. And go right inside, excuse me. Turn a little light on here. We're going to head up these stairs. And right here next to Tinker's Workbench, there's our 3 military grade duct tape. Just like that. Okay, so let's, excuse me, please. Yeah, you guys know I'm tanky there, okay? So, you guys don't even hurt me there. Watch out. Alright, let's go over here. We're going to try to get our way to good old Camp McClintock if we can. If the game will let us. Yeah, let's go this way. And while that counts down, we'll just kind of walk through these woods. Shut this light off here real quick. Maybe we'll lose them. What do you guys think? You guys are like, no. Oh, there we go. And there's Jimmy and the Gym Bros. Ready to go to the gym. Pumping out the iron session. Alright, so again, there's only a couple of rolls of that military grade duct tape here. One thing good about military grade duct tape, it also gives you ballistic fiber. Alright, so one roll will be right up here, 2nd floor. It'll be right there. Like that, okay. And now we're going to head outside. And nothing you can do, too, is just kind of go around, kill enemies. I find Scorched, Super Mutants, Mole Miners, human enemies give you the most junk items, okay? So you can also, there's purified water right there. Burp. Oh, we just needed one more. Perfect. Thanks, Jim. Thanks, game. I believe the other one's right here. Here's the other military grade duct. So there's only 2 of them here. Alright, let's go and scrap these up. This workbench. Get what I was saying. Let's go ahead and scrap. So as you can see, military grade duct tape. Each one gives you 4 adhesive each and 2 ballistic fiber. Pretty awesome. And we might actually make this. Nice. Let's just scrap this soap to give us our waste oil. Just like that. Nice, actually. That's nice 2 little areas there. And again, oh yeah, so if you go around, kill enemies such as Scorched, Super Mutants, Mole Miners, human enemies, you can actually get military grade duct tape from killing them. You get so much junk item these days. You can satisfy those, scrap junk to produce whatever daily, weekly challenges pretty quickly just by playing the game, having fun, getting some XP at the same time. All right, let's see what's next here. So we finished this one here off, as you saw, purified water. Again, that purified water you saw sitting there, I've been in this location many, many times. It rarely shows up. That's why I always recommend the water collectors, purifiers, coolers, or going to other players' camps because it's just so totally random. All right, so we did finish up this one here, as you saw when I killed that floater. Cripple an enemy limbs 30. So we'll quickly kind of go through that real quick here. So basically, an enemy is everything is on the table, even the passive old Brahmin down through Flatwoods, right to the hardest enemy we have here in the game. And enemies that even includes humans and robots, okay? And basically, it says cripple their limbs. So basically, you just shoot at them, okay? You don't really, it's not real specific. It doesn't say arms or legs. It says limbs. So basically, head, torso, arms, legs, what have you, you're good to go. Just kind of shoot at them, use a shotgun if you so wish. Now, just shooting at them, you might only get maybe one cripple per enemy, but because we have a weekly here and it's 30, I always recommend using VATS, all right, for that one there. And if you do use VATS, we have a perk card under perception. It is called Concentrated Fire. Now, if your VATS is 5 or lower, you will need this card to move your VATS around from head, torso, arms, and legs. But if your perception is 5 or higher, this card pretty much becomes obsolete. But where that comes handy for these weekly challenges is if you have the right weapon, you can actually cripple 3 per enemy. So you can go left leg, left arm, right arm, head kind of deal. And again, if you have the right weapon that doesn't, it's not a, one shot, one kill kind of deal, you can get 2 to 3 cripples per enemy. You can get that done extremely, extremely quick. A lot quicker than just kind of shooting at them kind of deal. So that's just my suggestion. And again, you can go anywhere. You can make it as easy as hard as you want. You can go right down here through Flatwoods. There's 9 Brahmin down here. There's 3 mole rats, about 3 opossums, a couple mongrels up here a little bit further, just random animals in this area. Again, or you can go after the hardest enemies in the game if you want, but it's really up to you. All right, let's see what's next here, Jim. Let's head back to our camp here, and we'll take a look at the next one. Just make it a little bit easier for me when I put the timestamps and the chapters to them. Just kind of makes them more. Just the way I do things. I'm a creature of habit. I'm more routine-based oriented person. Yeah, and a little crazy. Let's go down here. Scrap Headwear 15. All right, so we can find Headwear in the game and scrap it. I'm going to show you some great locations. The second thing you can do is you can craft Headwear and scrap it that way. All right. So, after completing events, you can buy Headwear on season passes using tickets. Previous scoreboards from if you're a returning player. I'm fairly certain most people will have some sort of headwear that they can craft at their armor workbench, and then all you gotta do is scrap it. Now let's take a look at a couple great locations for some headwear you can get for free here. So we were here just maybe 2 days ago, I think it was, for that daily weekly challenge. We have the Alice in Wonderland Easter egg, which is right up in this location. It is due east of Tyler County Fairgrounds. It's a little bit of a trek, okay, a little bit of running around. You just head due east, and right up in this area right here, just Alice in Wonder Easter egg, and basically it's an unmarked location, so you can't really fast travel to it. But once when you get up there, there's probably about 5 headwear up there. And again, you can watch the daily challenge video I made with a couple days ago, and it's all timestamped. You can check that out that way. The other pretty good spot I find is right over here, Pleasant Valley Ski Resort. Okay, there's a lot of scorching around the area, but there's a lot of red knit hats there, and a couple of red knit hats over here at the White Powder Winter Sports, and that's where we're going to go here today real quick. We're going to go to Pleasant Valley Ski Resorts this time, because we did the Alice in Wonderland Easter egg by Tyler County Fairgrounds just like literally a day or 2 ago. You can kill all these scorched here if you so. It's just really up to you. I'm just going to kind of blow by them just to kind of show you those red knit hats, okay? What you do is you go right to the main building here. You are going to need to turn a little light on. Alright, so right to the left over here, excuse me, we have a red knit hat right here. Burp, that. Head right up the stairs, excuse me guys. We're going to have one of these hats right here. Shaka hat, whatever it's called. You guys are quite aggressive. Right down here. Right where vendor bought resin is, this pile right here. A couple of red knit hats around, so we have one right there. Even though I have my light on, it doesn't really show it up all that well. Should be another red knit hat here as well. Great spot for some teddy bears. If you're looking for some teddy bears, we got some nice lockpick bobblehead. So this one does change once in a while, so it is a bobblehead location. Okay. So let's get out of here where it's a little quieter. Excuse me. There we go. So I just kind of want to show you that at a little location there. Let's head back to our camp, and we're going to craft a couple of headpieces here, headgear. Oh, that was nice and quick. Beautiful. That's the way I like it. Not that 14-second stuff. All right. So again, Armor's Workbench, and let's take the current Season 21 Season Pass, for example. Right on the first page here, here's a hat. Forget how many tickets it is, but you can purchase this hat using your tickets, craft whatever it is that we need, then scrap them. Done. Just like that. And same thing with the previous seasons, previous scoreboards, same kind of deal. You complete events, you'll get, hats, headwear. Let's go to our Armor Workbench here. We're going to go craft. All right. We're going to go right down here to headwear. Let's go ahead and craft. There's that hat right there. Actually, no, it's a different hat. You can see it here. Any one of these will be fine. Right there. There's that hat there. The current Season 21 Season Pass. Just going to craft. Let's craft 15 of them. Just because we can. Alright. Now we're going to scrap them. Again, you can go to any workbench at all. Scrap these up. We'll just go down under apparel. And there's that hat we just crafted. There we go. So you see how that counts. Now because it's an item with that atomic shop symbol, we bought it from the Season Pass. That's why it has that atomic shop symbol next to it. Alright, let's scrap those skiing outfit hat. I call them red knit hats, sorry. And we'll just scrap those. The Shuka hat there, just like that. And again, when you do scrap something that you crafted, you do get half of it back. Make sure we don't scrap something that we don't want to scrap. There we go, done just like that. And again, if you don't have the time to go after this stuff, you just craft them and scrap them. Done. Craft them and scrap them, yeah. It's like the bulk and scrap method here in the channel. Good times. Let's see what's next here, Jimmy boy. Alright, harvest a wild plant or fungi 30. If you have a camp, a designated camp where you have lots of wild plants such as corn, so crops such as corn, razor grain, tato or tato plants, pumpkins, etc. If you have them in your camp, even better, right? Or one of your camps are designated for those crops. You don't even have to go around the wasteland like a madman. You can just do it like that, okay? Again, as I mentioned, crops are all included on there. So let's take a look at a couple of great locations here. All kinds of stuff here at Aaronhold Homestead down in the little field there, south of it. Good old Cobbleton Farms, a good time. Corn here at Silva Homestead, razor grain at Billings Homestead. Right around the corner from Big Al's Tattoo Parlor under the overpass. Out behind the General Steakhouse. Foundation. So when you spawn in Foundation and you walk up that long driveway there, you don't go in Foundation, but just outside the walls, like a nice little patch of some corn or razor grain there and some tato or tato plants, what have you. I know what I'm up here for. Pumpkin house, all kinds of pumpkins up there at the house and across the street from the pumpkin house. A lot of unmarked farms down in this little roadway here. Okay. In terms of, let's say, glowing fungus. So glowing fungus, easily available in pretty much every region in the game, especially down here through Flatwoods, between the Wayward and Flatwoods. Most water sources, the mire is just loaded. The Sundew Grove areas down here in Cranberry Bog, same thing. Probably one of the best places for glowing fungus is Nuka World on tour. Okay, it's called the Tunnel of Love. You don't have to wait for that event to be going on. You can just walk right into the door. There's all kinds of glowing fungus down there. All kinds of her. Okay, so many great options there for you guys. We're just going to go after some corn here today. So let's go to... Actually, you know what? Let's go up here to Cobbleton Farm. It's been a little while since we've visited up here. Now, if you are a herbivore or you're looking to make plant-based meals, what have you, for daily weekly challenges, there is a perk card that will help you out. The perk card's under perception. It's called Green Thumb, where you charge as much when harvesting flora. So instead of 1, you pick up 2. So as you pick up 2, it only counts as 1 for daily weekly challenges. The only one it really works with, and I tried this out a couple weeks ago to make sure, is brain fungus and pumpkin. So as you collect them, when you collect 2 using this card, you actually get credit for 2, right? But everything else only counts as 1 for whatever reason. I tried it out a couple weeks ago just to be sure. Whoa, that was a little sketchy there. There are going to be some ghouls up here, but we're going to get our sneak on. Don't really have to deal with them. Shut this light off. We're just going to collect all these corns here. Again, each one I'm collecting 2 of, but again, it's only counting as 1 for these challenges. We were up here just the other day, so some of them is not really collecting for us, but that's fine. We see this razor grain here. It's kind of going around and just kind of spamming the button. All I'm really doing there we go. Got these tato plants here, and as you can see them disappearing in front of our eyes here. Nice. All right, good stuff. And again, if you have a camp with all this stuff in it, that just saves you a whole whack of time. Let's go Summer's Isles, another place we haven't been for a while. Big Al's Tattoo Parlor, just around the corner. So let's pop in here. Just to kind of give you, because we usually go to Silva Homestead, Billings Homestead, like all the time. So it's actually good to kind of show you guys the actual locations that we kind of talk about here on the channel once in a while. That's a nice little picture there. Alright, so once when you're here, we're actually going to go down the street here. It's going to be some ghouls, but we're just going to kind of blow by them here. And here's the little red barn under the overpass, which I mentioned right down here. Alright. And again, it's kind of messy here, so these are all kind of spread apart, as you can see. Like, it's not neatly organized like all the other ones, all the other places are. So you do have to do a little bit of searching around this one, but it's a nice little backup to have, right? Again, there's some razor grain here. There we go, harvest wild plant or fungi. 30 for 30 done. Let's get up on this roof here. There we go. One of those crazies come after us. Let's see what's next. What we're talking about here, Cripple Ghoul's Leg 18. Alright, so many great spots we can find ghouls here in around the wasteland. So we have the upper lower parking lot just west of Vault 76 here. We have the lower section of Clarksburg going over the Clarksburg Shooting Club, Eastern Regional Penitentiary, anywhere in around Morgantown like we're at right now. So the streets and the monorail system, they'll have like little patches of 4 to 6 ghouls every block and a half or 2. They're kind of laying on the ground, and as you get closer, they'll kind of pop back up. The level 50 DMV building, Charleston Capitol building, right down here in Lewisburg. anywheres in around the White Spring Greens, White Spring Golf Club, all kinds of ghouls in around there as well. Just to name a couple spots for you guys. Maybe about 4 or 5 down here at Alpine River Cabins. Let's just kind of stick it out here in good old Morgantown here. We're just going to spawn up here by the high school. Now, the high school itself will have scorched inside and outside, but I'm just talking about the roadways and the monorail system for the ghouls, okay? And if you get the event called Back on the Beat here in Morgantown, all kinds of ghouls show up for that bad boy. We're just not killing these ghouls. What are we doing to them, Jim? We are crippling their legs, 18. Alright, so same thing. We actually could have done this one, cripple the ghoul's leg and then cripple enemy's leg, because ghouls are enemies. So you can do them both pretty much at the same time. So this one here is a little bit more specific. So this one's cripple the ghoul's leg, so it's only their legs. However, the same thing as I had mentioned down here for the enemy limbs, you can just kind of spray at their legs if you so wish. And again, we do have that perk card called Concentrated Fire under Perception. Again, allows you to move your VATS from head, torso, arms, and legs. If your perception is 5 or under, you will need the card to do that. If your perception is 5 or higher, this card is obsolete. I still like to kind of show off the card just for the newer people here in the game. If you have the right weapon that's not, you know, one shot, one kill, you can actually go left leg, right leg, in this case, and get 2 cripples per ghoul. Right. Now this weapon I have here is pretty powerful, so that probably won't be the case. But again, not all weapons are created equal when you're trying to cripple. Most ballistic weapons, crossbow, bow and arrow, plasma caster, plasma rifle, shotgun with enforcer perk card, drill with a tanky or power armor build. But you guys have seen me do these many times every week, and not all weapons are created equal. So again, let's use our VATS here. Again, we're going to go left leg. Again, as we get closer, these guys will eventually get up. So we did a left leg, right leg kind of deal there. Alright. You can go around and, okay, get some duct tape on them for your adhesive. Okay. So again, just having fun. You know, you can satisfy a lot of these challenges just by having some fun, go around, kill a bunch of enemies, get some XP at the same time. It's really up to you, however way you want to do it. We're going to come across another patch of ghouls here. And we're just gonna go for the legs, Jim. The legs, buds. Hi, bud. Oh wow, he's really booking her there, wasn't he? Where'd that guy go? He's like he's way up there. Like, yeah, that's that crazy old Jimmy there. Oh, his big brother came out here before him. Bobby pin. Yeah. Funny how they just pick up speed, eh? And this is what I usually recommend when you're looking to kill ghouls, assaultrons. Just spray at the legs and cripple their legs. That slows them right down, like fast. And if you're underpowered, your weapons aren't all that great, your armor's not all that great, believe me, we've all been there. Just cripple their legs and they slows them right down, and that way you can kind of take your time, kind of go after them and reload your weapon nicely. Oh, that sucked a little bit, as explosion just killed all those great ghouls there. Oh well, what can you do, man? What can you do when you live in a shoe, right? I just need one more. I think he's up there. We get up here. Yeah, nice. Oh, he's gone. I thought he was like right there. Weird. Oh, he's right down there. Flew down. There we go. Cripple Ghoul's leg, just like that. And that's what this whole town is like. So the roadway, there's that monorail system. Same thing. They'll find a couple kind of coming out of the buildings and such. All right, let's see what's next here. Alright, complete an event while in a Team 5. Alright, so a couple different things you can do here. If you look at the description, there's a link to a video called Complete Events for Newbies. You don't have to be a newbie to watch that video. It's all time-stamped. I made it a couple years ago, but it's still valid here today. So there's about 6 or so events here in the game that you can spawn in yourself by simply fast traveling to those areas. Because we've all been on those servers. Maybe there's an event that you just don't want to do, or you don't want to be part of, or there's just nothing going on, especially private servers. Sometimes there's just nothing going on, so you have to spawn in your own event, okay? And I show that a lot here on the channel either way. But the ones that we can spawn in, I show during that video, so you can check that out. Now, you can be on a team by yourself. You can be on a team with other people. It's really up to you what you want to do. So let's go ahead. We're going to join a team. We're going to go to our map page here, top right-hand corner, social. We're going to create our own team because we're on a server by ourselves. Now, if you're looking to get on a team for these daily, weekly challenges, I recommend events, casual, or exploration. More so events because you're going after events in this case. But if you're going to go daily ops, raids, or expeditions, there's actually an expectation to do that, right? And those people on that team might kick you off if you're not participating. I recommend just doing events, casual, or exploration. Let's just do events here because that's what we're going after here today. You can see I'm on a server by myself. I'm on a team by myself. Let's go ahead. We're going to see what we have for events here. We have leader of the pack on this particular server. Yeah, it's going to be different for you. And I think that's it. Oh, we have a couple down here. We have, breach and clear. So we talked about that one there, going after our mole rats and the mole miners during our daily challenge video. That's a good one to do. This one over here is a Scorch Horde, right? Good stuff. Let's go down here to Mount Blair Train Yard. We're going to call in BattleBot, just so I can show you that little bunker with those packs of duct tape there for your adhesive, okay? Might as well show you that. Now we're not gonna do all whatever we need here. We're just gonna do the one event, and generally you guys get the deal there. Alright, so he's just spotting BattleBot by ourselves here. Huh. Those guys at the same time, where? Alright, let's get this guy here. We're gonna get him right in the old fusion core. Yeah, you can't hurt me, buddy. Alright. This guy in the thruster. Make sure you get him before he disappears. What is going on here? Holy mackerel, Jim. Hit him, will ya? So after you get that security bot down. What is going on here? Make sure you take these bunker cards, okay? Make sure you take the bunker card from that guy. Excuse me, Mr. Super Mutant guy. Mr. Super Mutant, sir. Let's go up here and get this other Mr. Gutsy. This is unbelievable. Make sure you take that bunker card from that guy, because you will need them, okay? Might as well finish that guy up. Look at that thing. Yeah. So after you get the 2 bunker cards, okay, that usually is not happening here. Alright. There's our nuclear key card there. Oh. Oh, he's a little dodgy. Oh, we got him in the old thruster. Perfect shot, Jim. There we go, get the other thruster. Alright, so after you get those 2 key cards, okay, these doors are going to swing open, okay? Now, we have to still interact with the keypads. If you come right here, try to hit the shutdown master button, it's not going to work, okay? So if you've never done this before, I recommend walking, don't run, and you do not have to watch the key card slide down. So you just interact, you go right to the other side. When you get here, you just kind of spam it as quickly as you can, because it's only like 4 or 5 seconds, right? It'll take you a couple times to get used to it, but once you get used to it, it's easy to do. Then once we do that, you just pop inside, do your master shutdown, burp, just like that. Complete the event while in a team. We're on a team by ourselves, as I mentioned. And here's the pack of duct tape. As I mentioned, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3 pack of duct tapes in this room alone. Nice little spot to get your duct tape. So that's why I kind of wanted to come here to show you this event and show you that duct tape. Just how we kind of talked about it there. Don't forget all your junk here from these guys. And where'd that guy go? Where's the little smoke trail at? Oh, he's over here. I don't know how he ended up over here. And we're going to open this up and get our nuclear key card here. Burp, just like that. Bombs and pre-war money. Nice. I think that happened to us just the other day, actually. Yeah, it's kind of odd how we're not even calling them in and they're just kind of showing up. All right. So again, I'm not going to do all 5 of these. I just showed you what it is. You could be on a team by yourself or with other people. It's really up to you. You can go around, complete a bunch of events, and have a good time. Let's head back to our camp here, and we're going to take a look at the last challenge. There's going to be a little bit of a spiel to this one here, but I've done this spiel before, so we'll try to make it quick. All right. So this last one here, deal fire damage to enemies 500. So a couple of different ways we can do this, okay? You can go ahead and craft some Molotovs at your Tinker's Workbench, okay? So you go to Tinker's Workbench, any Tinker's Workbench will do. Go ahead and go craft. You come down here to grenades, okay? And we have these Molotov cocktails here, and that's what they cost to craft, okay? Fire explosive, right? That's a good way to deal some fire damage to some folks. Okay. If you have weapons that have legendary effects that deals fire damage, that's also great. So let's take a look at a couple examples here. I have a couple weapons that do that. So we have this laser rifle, as you can see, has 19 fire damage, 14 fire damage for 3 seconds. I'm pretty sure most plasma rifles, pistols, enclave versions will have fire damage on them as well. And you just kind of see the item stats for the weapons that you have, just to kind of see. This Gatling laser, which I use once in a while. There's the regular plasma rifle there, fire damage right in the middle. Just to kind of give you an idea of what to look at, okay? Especially if you've been playing the game. Of course, a flamer, nothing but fire damage, right? So let's pick that bad boy up. And don't forget the ammo for a gem. We are going to need some fuel. We definitely have done that before. We're just going to take 500 fuel. Alright. Good stuff. Let's take a carry weight booster because I think we're going to need it here. Right, there we go. Alright, so we can actually get a free flamer here in the game. Alright. 100% guaranteed spot. Let's go right over here to Quarry X3. Now, if you ever come here and this flamer is not here, and you're on public service with other people, somebody took it before you. So you'll have the server have the location in order to get it, okay? We're going to go right down this little road here. And there will be a couple Mirelurks around. There's a Mirelurk queen in that pond. Sometimes there's a Scorch Beast flying around coming from that fissure over there, okay? But there's a king right down here, but we don't really have to interact with them if you don't have to. We're going to get her sneak on. There's the queen over there, that thing. We're going to jump on this. We're going to jump right over here. Burp, right here. Here's our free flamer right there. And there's actually some flamer fuel here for it as well. Pretty good. And this is 100% guaranteed spot. So now we're going to go after a chainsaw, because for chainsaw we can put a couple mods on it. So I do have a lot of chainsaw videos here on the channel. I made them in early 2023. They're very short, standalone videos. They're in the playlist actually. So if you're looking for a chainsaw, I show you some great locations where you can find yourself a free chainsaw here in the game. There should be one right up here, the Ranger District Office. Let's pop up here real quick, because it's just next door to where we're at now. Of course, that king, he tried to get us, but he gave up. This is just one of many great locations where you can get yourself a free chainsaw. And again, you can fool around with all these scorched here if you so wish. Or just, we might have to kill one of them, which is fine. Okay, this guy right here. So inside this shack right here, or this garage, with a bunch of jail cells in it. Close this door. Here's our free chainsaw right here. Bam. Go ahead and take him. Now we can get a couple mods for this bad boy. Okay. reasonably inexpensive from a couple vendors. The vendor I usually like to suggest is the vendor right over here at Pleasant Valley Ski Resort. So let's pop into here. Get there at some point. I think I have about 5 videos here in the channel. But again, they're old, so the audio is a little rough. Just don't wear any headphones, but they're still solid here today. I do check on them to make sure that they are still valid. All right. Now, you can go through that little fun house of Scorched if you so wish. It's really up to you. We're going to run up here. Go through this little playground area. Sometimes there's a bunch of mole rats in around here. I'm going to go right on this rock right here. Now, I'm going to just kind of float over because I have a jetpack. I'm going to take a couple of canned coffee here. Okay. I'm going to lock and load here, Jim. We're going to make a running jump here. And again, just kind of go through that little area. You don't need to have a jetpack to get in here. I'm just doing it quick. Right in here, we're going to head right down these stairs towards Vendor Bot Resin. That's the guy we're looking for. And Vendor Bot Resin will sell the Flamer mod for that chainsaw. So we go down to our mod section. Chainsaw Flamer, 63 caps. Chainsaw Longbow Bar, 63 caps. Just like that. Alright, let's head back to our camp here. We're going to mod up that chainsaw. Yeah, that fancy lad snack cakes for eat a cake, pie, or candy. That's pretty cool. And dog food down here. Cute little 3 teddy bears right over there. Nice little bobblehead, as I mentioned. Alright, let's go ahead and put this away. So let's mod up our chainsaw here. Let's go to our weapons workbench. We're going to go modify / repair. Go right down to our chainsaw, slide it over. We're going to add our longbow bar here, which we just bought. We're going to put a mod, a flamer mod. Again, you don't need any special perk cards for this. There we go, there's our flaming chainsaw. Took us very little time to get. Very few caps, the chainsaw was free. I've seen people sell this as is for thousands and thousands of caps. I've seen them sell mods. Some people sell those mods you get for 63 caps for hundreds and hundreds of caps. It's quite something. I don't understand it. But anyway, give you guys a couple options there. Okay, so let's take a look at this challenge here now. Deal fire damage to enemies. Everything is on the table. Doesn't matter what region. You can make it as easy or as hard as you want. It's really up to you. Okay? We got our flamer. Let's go right down to good old easy old Flatwoods here. Let's pop up here to Flatwoods. Alright. Let's open up our pet boy here. We're going to put our, yeah, use our flamer here. There we go, Jimmy. A couple easy old Brahmin over here, and I'm just doing this just to kind of show you how easy this is. Okay. Again, you can go after the hardest enemy here in the game. But you can, if you're lower level, you don't think you can do it, you can do it. Just come here to good old easy old Flatwoods. Use those 2 methods as I showed you. Everyone should be able to do this, no problem. Don't waste a reroll. Let's use our chainsaw here. We have old Mr. Possum down here. Sorry, buddy. Mrs. the Possum. She's starting to run away from me. Oh, she gave up. Oh, see you later. More Brahmin around here. He's running away from us. He's like, I want no part of that cat. Oh, he's coming to us, this guy here. He's like, I want some. Alright, there's a couple of ghouls over here. Take care of some ghouls. Oh, the other guy, he's ready to escape. I was gonna say, where's the fourth guy at? Nice. Switch back to our flamer here. Should be a guy right in this tent. Wake him up. There we go. Deal fire damage to an enemy 500. That's how easy it was. Right down here through easy old flatwoods. With a bunch of passive bombing. Right? Everyone should be able to do this. I think we're done. We are. So again, I'm not going to bother doing all 5, but I gave you the stepping stones you need to how to complete the event. Okay? Complete that challenge, I should say. Let's head to our camp here, and we'll take a look at weapons of the day. Oh. Moving the marker. Look at the fast travel bots. Give me the gym bros coming back from our workout. Got all pumped up. Pumped up for the ladies. Girls for the girls there. With the old boulder shoulders on. Alright, that's enough of that, Jim. Weapon of the day. For the most part, anti-armor hunting lever action rifle. Plus 50% armor penetration. Projectiles explode for plus 20% weapon damage. Plus 100% faster movement speed while aiming. Night vision. Anti-armor explosive nimble. Hardened receiver. Stabilized long barrel. Aligned stock. Long night vision scope suppressor. Hunter lever action paint. 213 damage. 45 ammo. Single fire. And because it's just a regular old lever action, there's no mod for the magazine or tube. It's just 5. Okay. Very nice weapon though. Very powerful. One of the most powerful weapons I own, this little bad boy right here. What else did we use here, Jim? Flaming chainsaw. Basically, we just got a free chainsaw laying around. A couple spawn points to get yourself a free chainsaw. We added our longbow bar and our flamer. Cheap. Easy done. Of course, this 2-shot hot rod. Pink. Extended Naplimer. Probably butchered that name. Plus 1 projectiles, plus 75% damage, plus 50% critical damage, plus 50% reload speed. 2-shot vital swift. Napalm tank, long barrel, large propellant tank, vaporization nozzle, hot rod, pink paint because we can. 66 times 2 fire damage, 236 fire damage for 5 seconds, flamer fuel, automatic mode. Now mind you, we weren't, this is a heavy gun, so we weren't even using a heavy gun build, so this is just bare bones. That damage, it will go up after we go to like a heavy build, but we just want to do it quick and easy for the video. Yeah, good times. Good little weapon there. Perk cards again, just on a basic, what used to be rifleman build, nothing real crazy with perk cards here, guys. Legendary perk cards again, these stay the same. I'm very happy with them, and as you can see, they're all maxed out. Yeah, there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Nummy But Me, Yes Me, That's Me, Drew Angel, Confounded Bridgeway Warner, John DJ59, Picaresque, Grin Trentno, Tony Watson, Felix the Cat, Dan, Ferrer Up, Any Bunny, AJ Folds. Thank you all so very much. And I hope you all have a nice day. That's still catching up there.